We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Kill.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball on the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On second down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Here's Prescott, flushed out right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 71 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to bury him for a loss of 11. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10, 37-yard line.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Trey 15.
On first down, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing now is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
55. Watch the screen. Pass. 25.
Wentz going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Malik Jackson on the stop.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
46.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Elliott on 1st down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Got his man there complete to Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 120. 54. Yeah. You don't want that.
Now Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get going to throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. We're just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Well, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on second and 8. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one back into the... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Crotch.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Man out. Check safety.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
47.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. On 1st down, Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down by Bradley McDougal. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks' 48-yard line.
Here we go. 57 to Mike. Here we go. 46. It's gonna be a long day. That's gonna be a 26.
On 2nd down.
The tackle.
Here we go.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 28.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Prescott. Cooper was the target there.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Check it back. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasion...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First down, Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. K.J. Wright just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack on first down, Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
We got three.
Prescott from the gun on third. Going to take a shot for Gallup. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 59 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown.
Get ready.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He lets it fly for Lockett, and this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he'll take this. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, it's Elliott, and he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, and he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. On 1st down, Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Hey, kill! 47.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Kill. Check 99. Check 99. Hang out.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. There's Wilson to throw. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down. It's Elliott, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
Check 43.
On first down, Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And Forbath will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On second down, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike, move the team.
Play action. Now Wilson steps away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, defense, play. I'll go special. Front left.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Again, it's Penny. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
The 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught, Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Penny, the 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Gotta go.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Don't get nervous. Alert.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
14.
On third down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Prescott, and he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The gain of 19 and picking up the first. This is Elliott. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. And down to the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll give to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson will buy some time right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. A gain of 22.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Out to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Watch twist. 14.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Looking to throw. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down, Cowboys.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Hey, alert. 49, check 49.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. 14, find it. 26, check 26. Check 4, check 4.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Myers' kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustment. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with deep.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Come on, D. Check 52. Joker. Easy.
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
25.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. He's got Lockett. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
28-yard line.
Kill. Mike, 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. It's free.
Again, it's Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Check 99. Check 99.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, 46. Man, QB's traps. Let's go. 46.
On second down, Elliott. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
No running room for Zeke on first down, as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Rolling to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Robert Quinn in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for sure.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Prescott to throw it. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A first down carry by Elliott. And a short pickup here as he'll It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mike 48, Mike 48. 47. We own them.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Hey, kill. 47.
It's a game of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 27-yard line.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
And a Cowboy first down.
Back go 46. Hey, kill. Shady weapon. Hey.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Tony Jefferson on the tackle. It's a gain of 9.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, Dallas.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Tony Jefferson on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Cowboys.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, it's Pollard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Scrimmage and no more. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. No score after one on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Matt Judon there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Owasor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
57's the mark. Watch 57. Let's go, baby. Return up. Get that ball.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And the pressure gets to him again. Matt Judon. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 69 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 33 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. They'll throw again. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson will throw again. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The give is to Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guy.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 36 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Forbath, the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. 16, Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach? Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it, complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now, throwing again. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Malik Collins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. He's going to run, but he's got to... And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Jackson going to throw again. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. He's checking crap. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
And he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Brings up third down and 11.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run. Watch the run. This side, baby. That's big.
Operating from the gun. Jackson steps away to his left. Towards the... This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 32 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it.
Hammering from the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. First down, Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3-yard touchdown run as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just bowling over tacklers. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Prescott to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pernell McPhee in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon.